Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. I hope you are all doing well. I'm your science teacher, and today is the third day of online classes. I hope you all are doing your work and you are submitting your assignments timely. So keep on doing your good works, and if you have any problem, you can do ask me. So in this session of online classes, we studied about the water cycle. We studied also about some phenomena which are related with the water. For example, different states of water, that is solid like ice, liquid like drinkable water, and steam as gas. So boys and girls, we studied in this chapter up till now that water can exist into three states, and during the water cycle we can also observe all these states. We can see that water turns into vapors, that is, it gains the maximum energy state of gas by absorbing heat from surroundings. So the surface water of the seas, lakes, oceans, streams, and brooks, it evaporates by absorbing heat from surrounding and go towards the high energy state, that is gas vapors. Now these vapors are very light in weight, so they move in the upward direction and go towards the height where the temperature is low. Again, when they join together by condensation, they form the clouds, and within the clouds the gas turns into liquid again in the form of water droplets. So vapor turn into the droplets again because of very low temperature. So at the low temperature, like at the mountains and peaks, the water vapors lose their energy and turn back into the liquid water droplets. Now at this stage, the clouds are holding these liquids and in the form of droplet of water, and when they are unable to hold it, the liquid droplets fell down towards back to the earth in the form of rain, hail, or snow. This is how the water cycle continues within the world, our planet Earth, and this is how water turns back into liquid. We also studied about the phenomena of uh, boiling, that whenever the heat is provided or the water is heated, or sometime even it is placed in a windy condition or in a warm place, water absorbs the energy from the surrounding and turn back into the very high energy state, that is steam. Steam is formed when the water is heated. If we even don't heat but put it in a warm place, we will see after 1 or 2 days that whole water is gone towards the atmosphere and the dish is without water. Where is it gone? Actually, this water is evaporated and turned into the gaseous state. So whenever after the rain, the roads and areas they dry up, this is all due to evaporation. Water gets evaporated once it starts absorbing the heat from the surrounding. So during the water boiling, it at the 100 degree centigrade, it start turning into the vapor state. Until unless it boiling is continued, the water keep on going towards the vapor state. Evaporation can even start before the 100 degree centigrade, and it may continue until unless the water is heated or the source of energy is provided in the form of high temperature or heat. So now today we will observe another phenomena which is related with water and all the solid materials like butter as well. But here we will take the example of water in the form of solid. We have seen that whenever we place water in an ice cube box and place it in the freezer, after a few hours it turns into the solid ice cubes. For example, In this picture, this is page number 25 of your activity book. So today, boys and girls, we will do our work in the activity book. So you people open your 25 page of activity book. Keep your stationery items with you, and I hope that you all will be following my instructions. So open page 25, open this page, write down date and classwork. Now look at this picture. Here is the ice cube. You can see this ice cube. This is placed in the room temperature. But anyhow, even at the room temperature, it will start melting. So after 2 minutes, you can see a little water around it. And after 10 minutes, when the temperature is high, or even in the normal days like these days of October, after 10 minutes, you can see that some of the ice cubes are melted, and even if we wait for 10 more minutes, you will see that all the ice cubes have melted and they have turned into liquid state. Now our question is, what happened to the ice? Ice is melted. So it is melting. The ice is melting. Why did this process happen? It is melted because the ice gained heat and changed into the phase from solid to liquid. So actually melting is a phase change state where the solid water turns back into the liquid state after gaining some energy from surrounding. So whenever the ice cubes are placed in the bowl or in some saucer, what happens? Heat is provided from surrounding. All the surrounding heat is absorbed by these ice cubes, and ultimately what can happen? After absorbing so much heat, it turns into the liquid state. This is how the ice cube start melting, and it is melted completely after 10 to 20 minutes, even nowadays before that. So this is how the solid water, that is the ice, can be turned into the liquid state. Now at what temperature does this process happen? It can even start at 0 degrees centigrade. So 0 degrees is the temperature where the melting starts. Now what do we call this temperature? So we call it as melting point, a point where the solids start melting. Now predict the temperature in the saucer after 10 minutes. It will be definitely more than 0, because after 2 minutes it will absorb heat from the surrounding, and temperature of the surrounding will tend to melt these ice cubes. So ultimately, after absorbing so much heat, all the cubes will turn into the liquid state, and this is how the solid turns into the liquid. So anyhow, boys and girls, you can perform this experiment at home. Take out some ice cube from your ice cube box, place them in the saucer or some bowl, put it in the room temperature, and even you can wait for results. And after some time, it will start melting because it has started absorbing some heat from the surrounding. So ultimately, after a few minutes, your water could be seen in the along the base of the saucer. So when the water appears, you can understand better that after few hours, you will see some water inside the saucer only, because within few minutes of 10 to 20 minutes, the whole ice cube will absorb all the heat from the surrounding, and ultimately they will turn into the liquid state. So anyhow, this is the way by which, by absorbing heat from the surroundings, all the solid ice cube can turn back into the liquid state. So this process needs energy, which comes from in the form of heat from the surroundings. So this was your today's work. So boys and girls, take page 25, do your work, open page 25, do your work, and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. Inshallah, we will see each other very soon. Till then, perform your performance. If you want to perform this experiment at home, you can do it at home, or you can do it anytime, anywhere, whenever you have some ice cubes with you. Then that will be the time to perform it practically. Or otherwise, you can take some ice cubes and then start melting and observe them melting. So do your assignment and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.